One of the most beautiful cities in the world, San Diego, California, and Snapdragon Stadium. It's the Texas State Bobcats and the San Diego State Aztecs. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Holly Rowe with the latest on the weather.
San Diego State's head coach told me before the game he knows that there's a lot of excitement for this home game, but most importantly, the weather is clear. We were wondering how the forecast would shake out, and it is calm and beautiful. Should be an impactful game here with great weather, great opportunities, and a fast surface. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. From inside the 15, here's the return. He's tackled right there, but a good job to pick his way and find some room on that return. So Texas State's offense will have the football first. And here comes the junior running back. He's coming off a 100-yard game and a couple of touchdowns in their last win. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Oh, he's got some space. And he's brought down after a huge completion. The Bobcats in the hurry up. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Here comes the heat. Unleashes one. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
4 wideouts set, 3 of them to the left on 2nd and 10. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. And the Bobcats come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on 4th down. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Lets it go to the end zone. It's incomplete. A 4th down stop, and the turnover on downs. So San Diego State's offense will come out to go on the attack for the first time.
And listen, I have no problem being aggressive on 4th down, but the consequences of that, now you got to have your defense go bail you out. So you started the game trying to be aggressive. Well, defense, you got to get my back now.
Quick give. It's Mitchell. Got some green grass. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with the 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Fires to the big fella. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and... Now on the counter. Run ends there.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy...
Picked off. What a play to set him up. There he goes. Touchdown, Texas State. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with... taking it all the way to the end zone.
On the run from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. San Diego State trying to get things moving on this drive. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Mitchell. They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28. Let's think just a little bit about San Diego State. For programs at this level, they are regularly fighting off the big school for diamonds in the rough, but it looks as if they won this battle with a commitment from a 3-star receiver, Jesse.
He just thought he had better opportunities on and off the field here at this program. He's going to get a lot of chances to make plays early. With his talent, expect him to start right away, and if I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm going to be trying to find ways to get this 3-star the ball.
Off-play action on first down. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Oh, and he's able to get the ball back, but he does lose yardage on the play. And the Aztecs now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Drops back. It's Sacker. Fires to the wideout. Pulls it in. It's Hawkins. Down he goes. 3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. Fires to the tight end. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40. The Aztecs are moving quickly down the field. Fresh center downs going to the air. Catch in the middle. It's Hawkins. Finds a crease at the 20. Run out of bounds just before he could get it into the end zone, and now they're set up 1st and goal. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
They'll send the back in motion. Out wide right, it's Mitchell. Touchdown, Aztecs! Made the grab and then did the rest. And they put points on the board.
There's really never any doubt with this guy. The coaching staff always talks about his leadership and his mental toughness. That was a bad interception on the opening drive, but he's able to turn the page and show you his...
A guy like that, you can depend on. Like, he doesn't dwell on the one mistake. He doesn't let it turn into 2. A lot of times you can see that snowball effect, man. Just a nice bounce back for him individually and for this offense to put the early turnover behind him.
Pulled and fired complete. He's past the 30. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Bobcats want to move quickly.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
I think there's a couple schools of thought in how you run the football and how you throw the football. Like, some people say, I run the football to set up the throw, right? To get people aggressive. But this offense kind of took it the other direction, right? They came out throwing the football, now softened them up. Now let's see if they can start to get that ground game going.
Good pick up there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
These guys aren't human anymore. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes. And then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
Tight end now in motion. Play action on first down. Fires to the middle. Can't hold on in the face of the contact.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Knocked down immediately. They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. Looking downfield, it's Alexander. Finds his big tight end. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. And the Bobcats go back to work after moving the chains through the air. From the gun, the running back has it. Plows through the defense. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. The Bobcats have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Caught on the RPO. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll run it on the counter. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. First quarter in the books. Let's see how these two wide receivers are stacking up so far. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see if someone can get the edge in the second quarter. And this will be the 9th play of the drive. On play action. Maybe a miscommunication. That one didn't have a chance. They run into a bit of trouble here. 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. Under pressure. They got him. Great pressure by this defense. And the field goal unit is on the field. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. Didn't make them sweat at all. It's good. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
The Aztecs offense ready to go back to work. They'll open this drive, hoping to move it down the field. A touchdown would give them the lead. Showing the arm strength to the left. He's got it way down the field. Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a first down. That's quite a start to a drive, and now they'll snap it from midfield. Hits inside. It's Mitchell. Give him 9 on that one. Sets up a 2nd and 1. That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Dropping back, it's Acker. Quickly out to the tight end. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. And the Aztecs come to the line with a new set of downs. Tough sledding there as he picks up 1 to the 29. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The play fake. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. The sack makes it an even longer 3rd down chance for this offense. Short pass. He's stopped right at the 29-yard line, and it'll be 4th down. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. This is going to be a 46-yard field goal attempt. Right down the boulevard. And guys, after that field goal, brand new ball game, all tied up.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
From inside the 10, here he comes. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. The Bobcats offense comes out to go to work. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. After that near turnover, the clock is stopped as they tend to an injured player. Second down after the offense averted absolute disaster. Back to pass, and he'll have to push it downfield. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that second down incompletion. He'll pull it down. Oh, he didn't get past the marker before starting his slide, and now it's fourth down. And the Bobcats will bring the punt team onto the field. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Fields the punt. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Guys, let's see what adjustments this San Diego State offense has made this time. Looking downfield, it's Acker. They're all over it. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Selling the fake. Escapes the pressure going right. Just keep moving this thing forward. He's out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 37-yard line.
Nice job by the defense. You got to dial into your keys. You got to make sure you're reading those guys up front. They did a good job. They saw it. They pulled the trigger. They knew the quarterback had it. They weren't fooled. Strung it out. Did a nice job of limiting the damage with that QB run.
They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
You can see why this running back is on the field on third down. He's a weapon in the passing game. Really nice job by the quarterback. He got through his progressions really, really quickly. Found the running back, just dumped it off, and he was able to make something happen with it, move the chains, keep the offense on the field.
The Aztecs are rolling down the field. Snap on first down, wants to throw. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
I know that shot down the field was incomplete, but you've got to keep taking shots. Those receivers love to go deep. It gives them a breath of fresh air. They get more excitement. They're going to the quarterback with a little bit more juice because you know you're feeding them. So I would keep taking deep shots down the field.
Off play action. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Offense going to be challenged to protect on third down after that last sack. Looking to throw, it's Acker. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. And the Aztecs will line up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Locked those heels at the 10 and didn't go backwards. He makes the fair catch there. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Out of the gun to give to the back. And he's only able to pick up about a yard before he stopped on the play. And that'll take us to the 2-minute timeout. Long way to go on second down. On the RPO, got him. Pulled to the ground.
I'll tell you, the offense might be setting up a shot down the field here. You might see them later fake the wide receiver screen and see if they can hit a tight end or another receiver running up the boundary. Keep your eye open for that.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Fires to the right. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. The Bobcats will send out the punt unit. That last howitzer was nice. How about another one just like it? He gets a block. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. From the gun, it's Mitchell. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. Got to get to the line quickly for this third down play. To the air, it's Acker. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a fourth down. The Aztecs decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Trying to get started. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Doesn't find any room whatsoever here late in the half. One snap coming before they head to the locker room. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Man, week 9, go time. So let's get down to business with a notable update from the world of college football. We begin with a look at Penn State taking on the number 6 team, the Rutgers Scarlet Knights. And it's the Nittany Lions, setting school records in multiple offensive categories in one of the highest scoring games I think I've ever seen. 2 teams who were very familiar with the end zone today. And that now gets this group to 3 wins, which is nothing to write home about yet. But brick by brick, this staff is starting to build something. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now back to your game inside Snapdragon Stadium. And talk about a good competitive game so far. Not saying this has been the best first half we've seen in the history of these 2 programs, but they've matched each other's intensity, and the result has been a very evenly played game. Fascinating to see how the rest of this one plays out.
San Diego State takes over as the offense is ready to go to work. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back.
Makes the grab in their space. They finally get to him. And what a play there to pick up the first down. An explosive play to start the drive, and they'll try to keep the D on its heels. Running inside, it's Mitchell. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Back to throw, it's Acker. Look out! Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Just gets rid of it to avoid the sack. After the incomplete pass, there is a player still down, and they'll come out to check on him. And the Aztecs will call on their punt team. Gonna field this one in tight quarters. Taken down right away. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Turning it on. Inside the 50. The 30. The 20. Touchdown, Bobcats. And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half. nothing but a vapor trail left behind that guy, and the defense straight to the burn unit.
And, man, that does not feel good. As a defense, you're trying to limit the big plays, keep that guy in front of you. That guy says, wait a minute, I'm way too fast for that. You're going to just need to work on those angles. That's for dang sure.
Looking for blockers. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. He rifles one deep to the left. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Texas State takes the field, hoping to get this drive started. Ben, that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score, David. See if they can do it again.
Yeah, and I find it hard-pressed. They're not going to give it right back to him. You break that long of a run, get a touchdown, Jesse, I'm assuming he's going to touch it again.
You're absolutely right, David. Everybody in this stadium, I think, is expecting him to get it again, too. Big-time players make big plays in big games. Let's see what he can do here.
They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
Gets it inside the 30, down to the 27, a pickup of 6. 6-yard pickup on first down, leaves him with 2nd and 4. Fake to the back, wants to throw it. Bought a little time, lets it go. Right side, it's Hall. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. And the Bobcats will snap it on 1st and 10. Now they'll run it to the right here. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They give it back to him. Maybe, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Bobcats.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. He'll bring it back looking for help. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Guys, we're about to get another look at this San Diego State offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
2nd and long here. Straight ahead, it's Mitchell. Pass to 6. He'll pick up a few on the play, just enough for the first down. They'll mark it right at midfield. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a man. It's Acker. Rush is on. It's complete on the right side. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
And that's a nice job by this offense. They got to find a way to continue to string good plays together. They've had a few, but they haven't put 3, 4, 5, 6 together. Putting a drive like this together now. Let's go pay this thing off and punch it in the end zone.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Got him on the RPO. Could not make his way to the corner.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
They're working that left side. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. The Aztecs come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Wants to throw it. Moving out to the right. He's going to take off. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. And the Aztecs come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They'll try to get it through the air. Got his man. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. The Aztecs, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Keeps it himself. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. Sells to fake. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up 3rd down. This is one of those momentum turning points. If this defense can force a field goal attempt, that is a victory for them. They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, San Diego State! And they take it in for 6 more points. A methodical drive, soul-crushing, spirit-breaking, and it ends in a touchdown.
And listen, I know everybody wants the big plays, the big, long touchdowns and all that stuff. And it's demoralizing for the defense. Great drive by the offense.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He's tackled. The Bobcats offense comes out to go to work. They just saw their lead cut in half, and now they'll try to answer. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. He's got it on the right. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. 3rd down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Looking downfield, it's Alexander. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. The Bobcats will punt it away on 4th down. And he's going to have to drive this ball into the teeth of the wind. And that punt will sail out of bounds. Let's see where the officials spot it. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. The run inside. It's Mitchell. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. That's the end of the quarter. Texas State has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One final period to play. We'll see who can grab that W as we start the 4th. They go back to work in the final period of this one. They're going to ride this running back. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be 2nd and long. Kept it on the ground, now they'll throw. He'll pull it down and run. Breaks into the open. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. Quick give. It's Mitchell. Some belief in that running game as they pick up 5 to the 35-yard line. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. Trainer's out evaluating this junior safety. We'll let you know his condition. Holly keeping an eye on all of the injuries for us. The fake wants to throw. Lucky to get it off.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
3rd and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. Bought a little time, lets it go. Finds his tight end. They are on the move as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 28. And the Aztecs go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Looking for room, it's Mitchell. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10. And a big opportunity for this offense to tie the game up in the 4th with a touchdown. Sells the run, looking to pass. Rush right in his face. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now. If you're the play caller, certainly if you're the quarterback, then you're going to have time to throw.
On play action. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. A huge chance for points here on 3rd and goal, and if they can get it in, we might have ourselves a finish. To throw, it's Dykes. Unloads to the wideout. On target over the middle. He'll be stopped right there. They threw it short of the goal line, and now they've got some ground to cover on 4th down. No signs of any kind of kickers. They'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
And some people won't like that, but I like aggressiveness, and that's who they are as an offense, so it's okay to be aggressive. But I know one thing now. After that 4th down stop and you're trailing, I'm going to need my defense to be aggressive. It's going to be a big possession right here in the 4th quarter to get me the football back.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll ride him again. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? And if you didn't know this was a big play, the crowd is telling you. A huge 3rd down. Running to the left. He's past the sticks. On the move at the 30. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. And the Bobcats with the 1st and 10. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. They'll probably bleed every second possible off this clock before they snap it. Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Makes the catch. It's Graves. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground. Here we go. 3rd down and 1. Let's see what you're made of. Churns into the pile. Oh, he's got some space. The 30. Just what they were looking for. A huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. The Bobcats pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. It's 1st and 10 from the 13. Pulls and fires complete to the right. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Wide receiver comes in motion. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. The delay of game pushes the offense back. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Hands it off. maybe a crease. Touchdown, Texas State. Great job by the back on the option. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's got an alley. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ballgame. Now, we got a 1-possession game. We've got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
And the extra point draws them closer. It's 31-24. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 8. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. Timeout called by the defense. 23 seconds left on the clock. They gave up the sack on first down. Now it's 2nd and 11. From the gun, running back on the move. Sweet cut there. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. Defense uses a timeout. The clock stops with 17 seconds left. Trying to slip through, and that's a live ball behind the line. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. Timeout called by San Diego State. That's their 3rd and final one. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. Coverage team does a good job and touches it dead. No return on this one. Got to have a touchdown right here, and this will be the final play of regulation. He wants a big play here late. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it. 3.